Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well and teach well, and honors to you brothers, all right, who are bringing out this word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh Bahashim, Yahshai Bahashim, Rakak Wadash, Barakatha to you. Okay. So the elder from Las Vegas was basically going into a couple of things regarding this week and not eating unleavened bread. Which, hey man, to be completely honest, although it is, it's easy through the spirit, you kind of realize just how much yeast is in things, man. Yeast, bread, pastas. You can, and lately every day, man, I just been eating spinach, cheese, and avocado with a little bit of meat in it for the past couple days. And it seems to be going good. And the thing is, like, you'll be about to, if you're at the store, you'll be, getting some things and whatnot. And you just realize how much things you buy with leaven in it, So the elder was just going into that. And I just have just a quick precept right here. It's going to be a fairly quick video. But the elder man is going into just the different things that you can do. Because you got a lot of guys who say, well, it's not going off if I eat bread during the Passover. Yeah, it is. It's going off because even though you're able to eat bread in your day-to-day life for one whole week, you're not supposed to be eating bread, man. All right, and the Lord, and not only that, but the Lord knows. The Lord knows that you may say, okay, no, I'm not having no bread, and you turn around and you eating, a big ass flour tortilla taco. The Lord sees that, man. All right, so it just takes integrity. So I'm gonna just press play. I'm gonna let the elder speak for a little bit, and then I'm gonna just go into my presentation.
Or you can even stew your own tomatoes. Okay. Put them in a crock pot, let them go. Put some garlic in there, some whole garlic or whatever you do, some basil, oregano, so on and so forth, and you'll be surprised, okay, how delicious that'll become. Fry up your meat once you get home, because that'll the sauce will damn near be ready. Okay, you might have to mash the tomatoes or whatever, however you like it. But that's stews, that's things. But it's getting you into a mentality that you're not going to trust in this system to give you kosher food, to give you food that's compliant to the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And as always, as I read in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, 7 days you must eat unleavened bread. Well, you can always throw tortillas with all of this stuff. Or, if you're that deep into it and you have that type of time on your hands, you can get your flour out and get your water and start mixing it up. There's recipes all over YouTube and Google that you can do for things without yeast. All right? And that's just a few base ideas. You can get as creative as you want to be with this. Just be mindful that you're not adding certain things that, certain vinegars, certain that you're not adding things that have yeast, like those seasoning packets, McCormick or whoever that is that makes that stuff, that you're not dealing with that. Bear with me 1 second. Wipe my nose, blow my nose. Lucky. Wipe my nose a little bit. But yeah, so that was just some ideas of things that you can do and use, because this isn't easy. It's funny because it just seems how Satan tempts us. You walk into work.
That's right. Hey, man, and it's crazy because as the elder says this, man, you're not coming across anything, right? Till you're not supposed to be around it. You go into work, they got, they got fried chicken, uh, biscuits, and you're like, where the fuck is this coming from? They ain't never had this, you know. It's crazy to think about, and it's always, and see, just like the elder said, it's Satan. He knows he knows that we're not supposed to be, eating the bread with the yeast in it. So now all of a sudden, you know, it's all these different instances in which we're facing that temptation, and you might have to catch yourself. You might be about to buy something, and you're like, oh yeah, you know, I can't have that. You read the ingredients, and it's good to be in the habit of reading ingredients. I read ingredients on most of the things that I eat on the day to day. Just making sure there's no pork in it, no, shrimp, crab, duck, rabbit, squirrel. You just make sure everything's clean and everything. But you'll be surprised what really does have yeast in it, man. Like a lot of cereals got yeast in it, and you want to be on the, the better side of things. So Jake, Jake that's taking this really serious. Hey man, his stomach rumbling, but you like, well shit, I'd rather be hungry than eat something and be going off. As far as certain things, man. So that's just a spirit, and that's a healthy fear. And Yahweh Shemiah Shai recognizes that, okay, this man doesn't want to go off, So that's good. I had a this was about 3-4 months ago, maybe about 6 months ago. At my job, they had a shrimp boil. They had a shrimp boil, and they had the potatoes separate and the corn separate. So everybody is eating shrimp, having a good old time. Okay, and all I did was eat corn and potatoes. Now I guess they had catering bring in the corn and the potatoes in a completely separate dish. So I was just eating the potatoes and I was eating the corn, and people were asking me, "Oh, you don't want no shrimp?" I'm like, "No, I don't eat shrimp." And it's crazy to them, Like you might tell your woman, "Hey, I'm not eating bread. I'm not supposed to eat, bread or anything with yeast in it." Now certain brothers, they woman, okay, they cool with it. There are certain brothers where, she's like, "What? You ain't eating no bread?" Because it's completely foreign to them. They're not understanding. All right, and none of these women have understanding. And some of them have, a little touch of wisdom here and there, but not one woman on this planet has any understanding. Because when have you heard a woman speaking about the Passover? That's not happening, or the Feast of Unleavened Bread, or anything of that sort. You're not hearing that. And even if they was talking about that, you really not supposed to be taking heed to what they're saying, because of course, if a woman is speaking up rightly, like if you hear a woman tell a man, "Hey, you shouldn't eat shrimp, crab, pork, lobster," hey, sis is doing right. But she's not supposed to usurp authority over a man. Because you got certain women right now who are not eating any, yeasty items, and their husband may be, eating all the bread, all the biscuits, all the, this and that, and she's just, sticking to what she knows, man. And Baruch Thihal Shemiah Shah for that. Because a lot of these women don't show any restraint, especially when it comes to their diet, man. And I was thinking through the spirit that I can get used to this. Just limiting certain breads, limiting certain things. Even after the feast of unleavened bread, and that always helps. The keto diet, certain things like that. That helps. And although in your body, you remember that we're in this flesh, so your body is gonna want you to have these different things, man. But the spirit has to overpower the flesh. But anyways, back to what the elder's speaking about.
In the break room, it just got pastries everywhere. Your favorite pastries and
That's
donuts
right.
and coffee in there. You walk into the grocery store. You before you even get to the vegetable section, the produce section, you got to walk through the bakery.
That's
You
right.
you got to walk through all these other things that you're not sure.
It's a Salakia for pausing, but that's just a spirit. That's spirit. Spirit had me say that's right, man. Cause you can feel that. You understand exactly what this man is saying. It's not until you can't do something that you realize, well, damn. It's all this consumerism is based upon you partaking in that. You go down the aisle at the grocery store, they got Oreos, cookies, and what you realize is, well, shit, all this got leaven in it. You go down the bread aisle, all this got leaven in it. You look at all these, you look at the crackers, all this got leaven in it. You really start to realize, you go to certain areas where they may have hot food, right? They may have like a hot bar. The chicken, all the chicken got, some sort of fried something on it. They got bread on. It's everything has some sort of yeast on it or in it, man. And it's crazy to think about. You just like, well, damn,
What's in them? Well, take the same things and make them at home. If you cut your potatoes up first and then boil them, it's easier to make mashed potatoes and a lot faster than having to have the heat that breaks down the potatoes penetrate all the way through a whole potato versus just a chunk of a potato. Yeah, it's more work, but hey, what else? What other folly are you gonna waste your time doing? TikTok. Okay, you can do this with videos on. Okay, you can do this with the audio Bible, music. You can have your kids help you. If they're of age to handle not super sharp knives, but certain small knives. They can help, or if they're older, yay, this is something that we can spend our time doing with our families. Okay. So these are just some things that should help you to understand. And then don't forget there's always spinach and kale and things like that we can always just kind of saute up in a pan. We can do ground meat. Like I said, my favorite stuff to do is Mexican food. Okay? But I get a little creative. I'll put potatoes in the meat. I'll put carrots and beans and corn, quinoa. I put in, brothers is here in Vegas. No, I'll put anything in a tortilla shell. Okay, and enjoy it. Salad. You can make all kinds of things, and this is basically for a week, just to get you from leading from one day into the next. Is white sauce, barbecue sauce, or canned lamb? Ask according to your flavor and the ingredients. Let me see. I saw something else that was in there. Let's see what else we saw. I don't know. I'm not sure about the white sauce you're talking about. Like you talking about like an Alfredo sauce or that bechamel sauce, because Alfredo is basically a bechamel, which, to explain the bechamel for you that I didn't explain as I did with roux, bechamel, basically you take flour and you mix it with butter and you slightly brown it just like you would do the roux. You slightly cook the flour until the butter's incorporated and the butter's now browned and it's becoming more of a sauce. But instead of adding water or broth to it, a bechamel, you would add cream. of some sort, milk or cream to it to make more of a creamy sauce. Alfredo sauce is now taking that same bechamel once it hits the proper consistency, because flour is going to make it thicken. Once you've made that you add in whatever your flavor is going to be. Particularly with Alfredo, it will be Parmesan cheese. Okay, and people add other things. I'm not a shelf or anything like that. I do enjoy food though, and I have watched a lot of Food Network. So, you pick up things. Okay, and so but there's, like I'm saying, there's recipes all over. The problem with a recipe is when people consider when they have to start cooking. Cooking in the ancient world started all day. You go back as far as like the way some of the people, the traditions of some of the people, Italians and certain Hispanics even, they start the night before chopping up their vegetables that they're going to be using for the next day. Early in the morning, first thing they get up, they done got the pot going. Okay, and it's going to take all the time, and that flavor is going to show through. It's not just going to be a quick meal to help and get these kids fed, but it's going to be something that the kids are going to eat and be comforted with and enjoy. Okay?
Con, and hey, beforehand, in the times of when ancient Israel was at its heyday, during the times of King Solomon and King David, the women would wake up in the morning, okay? The women would wake up in the morning, in the early morning, and they would begin to cook, And certain women, you may have had a man who had, 4 wives, and one specifically, cooked because, she liked to cook. Spirit was on her to cook a lot. A couple of them may have, made clothes. One is particularly good with children, so Spirit is on her to really, deal with the children. And all the women dealt with the children, but one maybe had more particular skills. Perhaps she was older, and that was a household, man. Now certain brothers, you can't just be cooking all over the place. You might stay with your grandparents, your parents, roommate, whatever the case is. You're not going to be breaking out the cookbook and all that, but hey, man, through the Spirit, it's all good, making and creating your own things. Me personally, my favorite food is food that I make myself, man. And like the elder was speaking about before, that's how you can make sure that everything is all good, and that you're eating lawfully. Like when you go to a lot of these Moabite food spots, the same wok that they're cooking the chicken in, they done cook pork and all sorts of things, So it's just best to take caution with a lot of things, man. All right, so let me go into a couple scriptures. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 5. I speak to your shame. It is so that there is not a wise man among you. No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren. But brother goeth to law with brother, and that before the unbelievers. Now therefore there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Nay, ye do wrong and defraud, in that your brethren. Yeah, so a lot of times you got guys going back and forth, when really, you, instead of getting on to your brother, you can help your brother, man. He didn't just make a video, this elder right here. He didn't just make a video just cussing everybody out. No, he's trying to help. He's trying to edify the body of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Right? He's trying to edify the brothers, man. It's like you edify the body of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Through the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous, and that's just the Spirit. The Spirit came over me just to say that. Because even though we are a body, right? We got to be specific. We Lord's will, we're of that number. We are the body of Yahushua HaMashiach. The arms, the legs, and whatnot. And then Yahushua is the head. He's the brains of this operation, so to speak. It says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived. It's like it, be not deceived. Neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. All right, and that goes into being a mo. All right, nor idolaters, nor adulterers. Okay, all these things. Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revelers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So you shouldn't come in that spirit, that extortion spirit, that drunkard spirit, that thievery spirit, right? That mo spirit. You gotta come as a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because you gotta see the diet of a thief. The diet of a thief is not good. The diet of a mo is not good. The diet of an adulterer is not good. Because if you're willing to do all that, you're not willing to try to do things right as far as your diet. It says, verse 11, and such were some of you. Yeah, so we once partook in certain things, man. Certain brothers was stealing. Certain brothers was covetous. Certain brothers were, drunkards. Certain brothers were revelers, Certain brothers were abusers of themselves with mankind. Yet, turning to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, okay, and getting up out of the way of wickedness and following the ways of righteousness, man. That's how we beat the flesh, man. That's how we beat the flesh. Okay, by fighting the flesh through the spirit. It says, and such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua and by the Spirit of our power. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. So that don't mean that you can eat what you want to do. Or Salakia. That don't mean that you can eat what you want to eat. And do what you want to do. It says, all things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Yeah, so what that really speaks about instances like this, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Even though it's lawful for you to eat bread, with the yeast in it, pasta and certain things. Hey man, you are not supposed to be eating these things during the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You going off. If you're doing that, you're going off. You know what I mean? And the Lord is going to deal with you. Point blank. You won't be surprised if very bad things happen to you just for going up against what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has for you, man. Okay? And at the end of this week, it's gonna be it's gonna be a new moon, and it's gonna be a Sabbath, literally right after that. It's gonna be a back-to-back Shabbat, which that's beautiful, man. And that's why we have our elders. That's why we have our brothers, to guide us. Certain younger brothers who are in this truth, man, haven't been in this truth, for 10 years. We haven't been in this truth for 5 years. We haven't been in this truth for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. But we have elders, we have brothers, right, who have been in this truth for a very long time. And then you got to look at our elder apostles. They've been in this truth over 30 years, 35 years, 35 plus years, man. Okay? They give us the proper the dates, man. That's a very laborious work in and of itself. Okay, knowing this day sundown to this day sundown, man. Because we don't know that. We don't know that. And you niggas in the world out there, you got the nerve to come up against the elder apostles, man. When they have done a very laborious work, man. All right, and just the simple fact that we get to work alongside them, is working next to actual living legends, you know, and not to glamorize them or anything like that. But you know, these men have been doing the work for a very long time. You know, Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, Elder Apostle Rakat, Elder Apostle Ramla. You know, the elders out there in Connecticut. You know, all the elders, man. Different elders in New York. Hey, man, there's elders all over, you know, the four corners. All right, but most of them are based here in Babylon the Great. It says, but I will not be brought under the power of any. Yeah, so they'll be brought into the under the power of the flesh, man. You know, because this is a fight. This is a fight. This is a fight. Like the elder said, this ain't easy. You know, when you first come into this truth and you stop eating shrimp, crab, pork. Now, me myself, you know, I didn't really eat crab or shrimp like that, but you know, you'd eat like, you know, pepperoni pizza or certain things like that with pork in it. You know, I never really liked pork chops, you know, themselves, but you know, you'd eat, you know, different things with pork in it. You know, you wouldn't really, you know, mind to be looking at it like that. Now, shit, you know, you looking through everything. You know? It says, meats for the belly and the belly for meats, but Yahweh shall destroy both it and them. Now the body is not for fornication, but for the Lord, and the Lord for the body. Yes, so the Lord has set up, you know, our bodies to be a living sacrifice. You know, those of us who have been called to be that, and then in the times of us being chosen, you know, Lord's will, you brothers out there, you know, who are pushing this word in sincerity and faith, you know, Lord's will, your body can be, you know, basically done away with, and your spirit, right, can be put into a new body. Hey, because even the brothers and the sisters and the children of the 1/3 who will be caught up into those chariots, you know, through the spirit, our actual body, forget that, man. We're gonna be put into a brand new body. Forget this fleshly body. All you guys talking about, you know, I don't want to get rid of this body, man. It's damn body hurts sometimes, man. Certain brothers got ailments, head hurting, ankle hurting, back hurting, whatever the case is, man. You know, and I just thank the Most High for, you know, not really having any back issues or neck issues. You know, but sometimes your knee hurting. You know, I've had surgery on my ankle all the time. My damn ankle hurting. You know, Brakthia Haba Shimya Shai for, you know, not having. I don't really have headaches like that. You know, just me myself. It's very rare that I have a headache. When I have a headache, it hurt. You know, I don't have them too much. But different brothers got to deal with certain things. Certain brothers, they have headaches all the damn time, yet they don't have, you know, they shoulder hurting or they back hurting. Each brother has a different hell that he has to deal with, okay? We all come together in the fact that we, you know, we're not eating anything with yeast in it. You know, we all have, quote unquote, different lives, yet we come together in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, the hopeful elect. It says, and Yahweh hath both raised up the Lord and will also raise up us by his own power. So yeah, that's the spirit. So it's by his power. It's by the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, raised up our Lord, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Okay, the first spirit ever created. Okay, it says verse 15, know ye not that your bodies are the members of Hamashiach? Shall I then take the members of Hamashiach and make them the members of an harlot? Yahweh forbid. Yeah, man. So we got to be separate. Okay, verse 6, what? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Yeah, man. So by us being joined unto the Lord has entered into us. You know, like when you enter into a woman, that she becomes yours. See, the Most High has entered into us through the Spirit, you know. Flee fornication. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body, but he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. What, know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is in you, which ye have of Yahweh, and ye are not your own? Yeah, so we are owned. We are possessed. We're possessed, right? By Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This ain't our body. This ain't our body. This ain't our spirit. You know? The Most High owns us and controls us, you know? Signed, sealed, delivered. We're his. We're his, Salakia. You know? Hey, and you know, hey, we are also here. We are here and we are his. I combined those two on accident. We are here and we are his. We are his and we are here, man. You know? It says, verse 20, for ye are bought with a price. Yeah, woo! That's right. Therefore, glorify Yahweh in your body and in your spirit, which are Yahweh's. Yeah, so we have to glorify the Most High by doing what he asks us to do. No, Slakia, doing what he tells us to do. You know? This is something that's commanded of us. We can't just take this lightly. And our elders taught us that. Our elders taught us, if you don't do right, the Most High is going to kill you. You know, they don't have to threaten us with nothing. All they got to do is tell us what the Most High is going to do. All right, so I'm going to just play a good bit of this elders video, and then I'm going to end the video.
So, I'm trying to think of anything else that I had on my mind. Oh, for you that came in late, I don't know how long it's going to take, but when you go back to the beginning of this video, this page is going to be reserved for certain live streams because it's taking far too long to get it up. And once I do return to this page, once all the strikes have been removed off of it, that's when, the time period goes away. That's when I'll be, I may start dealing back with this page, but not on the main page except for our live camp streams and certain live streams because the other pages haven't been gotten up to the quota to go live. There's other ways to do it. I'm still working on it to get it right. This was meant to be a stream of being able to show examples with a screen recording, but it wouldn't allow me to go live with the screen recording. So this is what I had to do to get it right. So please subscribe to these other pages. One of them is GMS Sound Council LV, and another is GMS Sin City Las Vegas BA. All right, and like I said earlier, those will be used as pages that I'll be more uploading on, and particularly the BA page is beginning as a dummy page because it has no strikes. The Sound Council does have a strike on it, so I would like to just kind of use these to just see if the videos that I'm uploading will be won't get strikes before I put them on the ones that do have a time table to wait before it's completely clear of strikes for the people that are subscribed to this. But also, for some reason, since I've been back here in Vegas, there's been a real delay on uploading videos. Like my internet, I don't know if it's just my internet or my phone or the way I'm doing it, but I'm looking to other processes of getting these videos up quick. So I'm going to try to do more live so I don't have to worry about the process of it going up.
Yeah, and it's like you. As far as upload, man, they've made it so hard just to upload the videos, man. So they got different live streaming capabilities like Camerify and StreamYard, which they got StreamYard, they got Camerify, they got another one too, Streamlabs. You know, which each one has its pros and its cons, man. You know, they just need to make one that's just perfect. Because the good thing about StreamYard is excellent, but the audio, a lot of times on StreamYard, isn't too good.
So slowly, and yeah. So basically, this was just to show you it's not a cakewalk. It's not easy because every drive-through, every fast food, every restaurant you go to, you don't know what's in there, and majority of the food that's offered out there in the world has the things that we can't eat. So this is part of being in the world, but not of the world. This is part of being taken out of the world and being separate of the world. You know, we went to a restaurant, me and the brothers went to a restaurant yesterday, and we were having it as a Mexican restaurant. We still had to ask about what some of their ingredients were. It wasn't just about if they fry in lard or if it was cooked on the same griddle with pork. But furthermore, does that have yeast in it? Does that have leaven? You know, does there's vinegar in that green sauce? You know, we have to ask these different questions to see the process of how people make it. But the easiest way to do it is simply to create your own meals at home. Okay, and even for me, I'm just gonna say this: fasting and prayer is a good thing, but dialing back the amount of food that I eat, and for you that know me, that see me, I can tend to lose a few pounds anyway. I can miss a meal or two; it won't hurt me.
That's right. Me too, Elder. That's all right. You know, you know, and brothers, you know, you fasting, you know, you eating a certain way, and people can tell, you know, like, oh, you know, your skin looks real bright, you know, you looking good, and people ask you that sometimes, oh, you know, you losing weight, or, you know, hey, you know, you looking shiny today, whatever the case is.
All right, because one day we will be missing meals. You know, yeah, the servants will eat and drink and all of those things, but that doesn't mean without missing a meal or two in between, where everybody else that isn't under the umbrella of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai will continually miss meals to their detriment. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, this was edifying. Give it all praise and glories unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Arakakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. And the last thing I want to put out there was just simply just get more creative with what you do and be more diligent and vigilant about the things that you're putting in your body. This is a good time to take a look at those things. This is a good time to see if to clean up your diet. It's a good time to see if the people these certain restaurants are practicing that, and to start removing some of these things that we know won't be around. Candy, it's wonderful. We all love candy. We all grew up on it. Might be time to dial it back some. Okay, might be time to dial back the soft drinks and the sports drinks and all of those artificial things. You know, even to the point of these concentrated juices. Okay, and start investing in things that will benefit your body versus hinder it from its natural processes. So anyway, with that, Lord willing, is edifying. To the next one, say shalom.
That's very sound advice, man. You know, that's very sound advice. You know, and through the spirit, you know, like lemon water. Lemon water is excellent. You know, a little lemon water, a little tea, you know, some hot tea, some hot green tea, I like ginger tea. It's got ginger, ginseng, lemon in it. You know, each person has a different, you know, taste buds and whatnot. But there's plenty of things out there, just like the elder was speaking on, you know. You know, so just like he saluted out, I want to go ahead and salute out, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, who rule well and teach well and taught me this truth. And honors to you elders who are bringing out this word in sincerity and in faith. Okay, you brothers out there who are preaching this word all across the four corners. Okay, and to you, you know, very few sisters who subscribe to the teachings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, to you, man, I say blessings and salutations in your households. Hey, stay strong, brothers. Hey, and like the elder was speaking about, man, this is just a growing point, you know. And I told myself to the spirit, you know, I'm going to just keep this pushing even after the 7 days, you know, just limiting certain things. You know, not completely getting rid of bread, but, you know, just, you know, limiting certain things, man. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's not going off. You know, certain brothers, you know, they don't eat meat. That's not going off. You know, hey, man, you know, and lately I've been just eating very small amounts of meat, way more vegetables, you know, which I already, you know, consumed a lot of vegetables, but, you know, incorporating even more, you know, nothing wrong with that. All right, so, hey, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha-Rakah HaKodash. Hey, and Shemai, Yasha'Allah, Alana Yahweh, Yahweh, Achad. Hear, O Israel, our power is one, and He is causing us to do these things, man. May the Heavenly Father continue to work with you, sincere brothers, man. All right? It's all about the hopeful elect. You know, the hopeful elect are partaking in these things. The hopeful elect are doing these things, you know, using our integrity, okay? It's in integrity versus the flesh, you know, integrity versus the flesh, all right? Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, till the next video, I say shalom.